So, I found something that may or may not be interesting, but I'll kind of show you what my thought process is. See, when I came up on this little guy, this little stuff was sort of there, and you could see this part, so I moved the rocks back, give a little wipey wipe, have a look at what's going on with it. Am I intrigued? Yeah, I see some evidence of conchoidal fractures, some jaspery, possibly agate tones, because it's a dirty stone. So we'll just pick it up and have a look. And you can always spray it off. We'll give this one a nice clean so we can see what's going on with it. There it is. So it's this weird, geez, what would you call that? Buttercream? It's not yellow. It's almost beige, like baked pizza crust. There's a good visual for you. It's the color of a baked pizza crust. Sort of a tannish brown, if you will. The hint of golden yellow to it. There's a small little stripe in it, but it seems like it's a solid color jasper, but beige. How very bland. Yes, beige. That's a good color for it. Maybe a little golden for it, but still, beige. Maybe khaki. Leave it in the comments. What color do you think it is? And don't feel afraid to go ahead and say whatever weird color you think it looks like, because I think it's like pizza crust brown meets beige. Yeah, that's my thought. Either way, it's leverite. Ugh. Why? Seriously. Just why? There's a pretty little sugar agate. You know, these things are fun because when they're colored, you can carve eggs and, you know, make spheres out of them. They lend themselves really, really well to carving. So if you get one of those little small CNC carvers, the wet carvers, you can make some pretty cool stuff out of these sugar agates because they're pretty stable. And they'll take a machine carving. They're stable enough as long as there aren't any major cracks. No, we'll hang on to that one. I just stopped to take a look around, and I spotted this really cool chocolatey sort of jasper. It's pretty cool. It's nice and silicated. There's a little crystal pocket in it. Definitely a keeper for the tumbler pile. So water came up a little bit, and I put on my boots. I figured we'd take a little creek walk in the Rogue River. Just as long as it doesn't come up over my wellies, we're all good. Because this water is very, very cold. I was looking around to see if we could find anything cool, because there are a lot of really cool colors that we find, and that looked kind of neat. Ooh, that's pretty cool. Let's see if we can't get that in a better light. That's just awesome. That's really cool. Definitely a keeper. That's just awesome. Take a look at that. That's cool. I think that's better. Let's get that wet again. Had to clean my camera. That's awesome. That's really cool. I'm digging that. Definitely a keeper. So let's see what else we can find. This looks like some kind of a chalcedony. Pretty cool little gray nodule eroding out. What else can we find? This looks like it could be a nodule. Nope. Jasper. Ooh, this looks cool. I think it's a really chunky piece of something. It looks like carnelian almost. That's pretty cool. So we're just kind of walking around in an area that's, just a couple of inches deep, but it's not too far off the main channel of the river, so we're just looking around. Now, this looks like rhyolite with some jasper in it. Pretty cool. Nice reds and oranges and, flamey yellows. Pretty cool. We're going to leave that one though. Just kind of keep on walking around and see if we can't find some other little gems here. Some of you may notice the sheer amount of color, and when we're walking along, sometimes this stuff, it'll just get away from you. You can't see everything when you're walking. I routinely notice things after I filmed, and I'm like, oh man, I should have gotten that, or why didn't I see that? I've actually walked right past agates, not even seeing them. As sharp as my eyes are, I walk right past them sometimes. But that's sort of the part of rockhounding. People go, how did you miss that? You walked right past it. Well, when you're talking about the volume of color that you walk past, and you're trying to focus on little things, ripples of water, leaves, sometimes it's a little mucky and you can't see. all of these things, they contribute to why you don't find the stone or, you know, the whatever it is that you're out for that day. It's all good. Just a little fun stuff. But the boots, I recommend boots if you're going to go into the creek. You can get cheap ones, you know, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks from any of the discount chain stores. Even sporting goods stores will carry them. Now here's a fun one. How about black and white pudding stone? There's a nice classic pudding stone for all of those people who say I don't show any classic pudding stones. We'll get it wet. There we go. Pudding stone in black and white. Well, not black and white, but you know, you get the idea. Something kind of cool. It's a nice yellow jasper that's kind of really mustardy yellow and caramely sort of colored. Broke off of a nodule. So we'll see if we can't find out where the rest of this is. That'll be neat. It's a little bit of serpentine right here. And sugar agate right there. So let's take a look around, see if we can find something fun. Here's a nifty little something. Nodule. It looks like it's got some stuff going on. That's kind of cool. Let's have a look at it. Well, it's an agate, and it's got a rind of some pretty cool jasper that's wearing away and showing the agate that's inside. Now, that's pretty cool. We're going to keep that one. Now, remember the rule of taking a look around this area, because if you find one, there's got to be something else. Similar objects, sort of, not necessarily this cool looking, but you're going to find another sort of similarly heavy weighted, specific gravity weighted stone nearby. I guess that would probably be the best way of describing that without being too technical. But you're going to generally find like things sort of near each other. Taking a little look around, I find this big hunking green thing. It's bedrock. Some granites around it. So maybe not. There's this one that's not really too high quality. So let's see what else we can find right around it. There may or may not be. It's not really a hard and fast rule, but it just generally seems to be. So we got some sugar agates, some bedrock, granite. That may be it for that. Yeah. Well, we'll see what else we can find here. Jay found a sugar agate. Oh, greenish. That's interesting.
Yeah, the colors were interesting.
Now let's keep on looking, see what else we can find. Yeah, we had a pretty heavy rainstorm come through and wash some stuff off. Have a look at that. We're going to rinse this off because river came up a little bit. And I got a nice little spot here. Alright. Check that out. It's like some clear chalcedony and some red and yellow poppy-ish going on. That's really nice. Let's see if I can't get on that to focus a little better. It's pretty cool stuff. But we're just taking a walk around, seeing what we can find. See if anything interesting got washed up in last rain. When the river comes down pretty quick, there's like a scum that it's like a film that covers the rocks, and it's just river scum and algae and whatnot. But it takes a couple of hard rain showers to kind of wash that off and let you see what's underneath. And just recently after a rain shower, you can usually find some good agates, some nice petrified woods, especially in these zones. And the main reason you're going to be able to have good luck in these areas is because it was covered with such a layer of scum that nobody else could find anything. It looks like a little bit of a sea maggot or something. It's kind of cool. We'll see what it is later. Little nodule. Yeah, we'll keep looking around. Ooh, there's a little jasper right there. Look at that. It's kind of cool. Little brown banded thing. Ooh, now that's pretty. Look at that. That's a beauty. Ooh. Look at that patterning. That is awesome. Well, that'll be a nice little keeper. Let's see what else we can find. Looks like I found a pretty big green jasper. Might be an ocean jasper that's kind of green. Yeah, it's big. I can't move that. Not easily. Oh yeah, it's an ocean jasper. Look at that. Nice speckly composition. Almost bordering on orbicular. That's pretty cool. It's a nice green now. Let's see if we can't find something else. There's a nice pudding stone. Pretty colorful. There's another great big ocean jasper. And you see, I do walk past a lot of this, like really low grade jasper, and there's a lot of petrified wood here. I mean, just really a lot of it, and maybe I'm jaded. I don't know. There's an awful lot of it here. I just, kind of walk past it, and maybe that's bad. I don't know. It's something cool. It's neat. I like the contrast to the color. There's a little bit of sandstone. It's cute. Sometimes it's about the color. If you're working on a project or something and you want just the right color of stone to fit in there, yeah, it's a good resource. There are a lot of pudding stones here. I keep on kind of mentioning that. They're not as pretty as some others in some places, but they are all the same. There's other redeeming qualities here. Delicate little flowers. Here at the end of the season, and they're still going, still growing. Still fighting to survive, even though this river will try to drown it.